Good evening and welcome to the 2021 North Carolina Senior Games virtual Silver Arts Follies and Cheer Show. My name is Beth Wilson and I will be your MC for this year's competition. We're especially excited about the show tonight because it is the first time we are combining the cheerleaders and the performing arts competitions, and we are so grateful to have the ability to safely gather virtually. We certainly miss being able to see everyone in person, but the show must go on for our wonderful performers. If you're joining us via Zoom, you will be muted until the show is over, and then participants will have the opportunity to visit with each other. Tonight's show is being broadcast live on Facebook and will be available to view on the Senior Games website after the show is over. If we were meeting in person, I would say, now, you know, turn those cell phones off, put them on vibrate or silent. Be prepared for generous applause, lots of banter, lots of laughter. We will miss that in person, but feel free to carry on it at home, and we'll be back, hopefully, all together next year. The videos of the performances that you will see tonight were provided by the participants. The videos were then submitted unedited to our judges. For our presentation this evening, the videos may have received minor edits to ensure audio and video consistency. Tonight, our judges will be selecting first, second, and third place winners in each of the performing arts and cheerleader categories. I would like to introduce to you our distinguished judges for this evening, and throughout the evening, I will tell you more about each of them. For cheerleading, Jody Diamond, Bridget Galloway, Jocelyn Bradford, Harold Trammell. For the Performing Arts Follies, Karen Edwards, Walti Rasulullah, Michelle Pearson, and Jim Crew. We welcome and appreciate our professional judges who have graciously donated their time and expertise to make the show possible. And now, let's enjoy the 2021 Silver Arts Follies and Cheerleader Show. Our first category is the cheerleading small group category. This year, we will have 3 cheer squads, all in the small group category. The cheerleading program is not something that North Carolina Senior Games created, but rather the cheerleaders created it themselves over 30 years ago as a way to support other participants from their local games. Each year at state finals, Senior Games provides an opportunity for the squads to share their talents and enthusiasm, and each year we are more and more amazed at all their energy for Senior Games and for life in general. Help me give a state finals welcome to our first act. The Davie Dazzlers are from the Davie County Senior Games, performing to Dance the Night Away. Let's welcome the Davie Dazzlers to virtual state finals.
Let's cheer. 1, 2, 3.
We are the Davie Dazzlers, and we are here to show off our moves, to dance and cheer. We got spirit, we got sing. We can shake our pom-poms and other things. To lift your spirit is our goal, and who we are, you should know.
Sandy.
April, Kay,
Ira.
Davers. Davie Dazzlers are the best. Yay! Davie!
At this time, I would like to introduce you to one of our marvelous judges for this showcase. Our judges volunteer their time and expertise to judge your show, and we thank them for all they do. Their credentials are so impressive, and we are very fortunate to have them at our show. The first judge to introduce is Jocelyn Bradford. As the cheerleading coach at Sanderson High School for the past 28 years, her squads have won many competition titles, including Wake County Grand Champions 3 times, as well as winning the North Carolina High School Athletic Association's state championship title in 2005. Jocelyn was also named a winner at the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. In 2008 and 2010, her teams won the NCCA state championships, and Jocelyn was chosen as the North Carolina Cheer Coach of the Year for 2009. Wow, she has honored us as a judge for many years. Thank you, Jocelyn. I also have the pleasure of introducing our next judge, Jody Diamond. Jody is originally from Asheboro and now lives in Raleigh. She graduated from Meredith College and has been a teacher and cheerleading coach with Wake County Schools for 10 years. Jody is also a competitive clogger. Thank you, Jody. Our next cheerleading group is Spirit from the Albemarle Senior Games, performing to It Takes Two. Let's welcome Spirit.
Seniors, work. Seniors, let's work. Work. Seniors, let's work. Work. Seniors, let's work. Hey, we like to party. We, at senior games, we ram and rock the best, we jam and rock the best. Hey, we like to party. We, at senior games, we jam and rock the best, we jam and rock the best. Hey, we like to party.
Hit it!
Our next judge comes to us from our beautiful mountains of western North Carolina in Henderson County. Bridget Galloway has more than 30 years of experience in cheerleading, was a cheerleader for Western Carolina University, and was named a National Cheerleading Association All-American Cheerleader. Bridget is a nationally certified cheerleading judge and has choreographed many national cheer routines. She has a competitive cheer program in Asheville called Viper All-Star Cheer. Bridget is also the coordinator of the Four Seasons Senior Games in Hendersonville. Thank you, Bridget. Our last judge is Harold Trammell from Raleigh. Harold has been the head coach of the North Carolina State University cheerleaders since 2002. In 2016 and 2018, his small co-ed teams won the NCAA Small Co-ed Division 1A National Championship. In 2018, his game day team won the NCAA Division I Game Day National Championship. Harold was a North Carolina All-State cheerleader, a 2-time National Cheer Association All-American, and a two-time captain of the North Carolina State cheerleading squad. Harold performed in the 1996 Olympic opening ceremonies. This guy can do it all. We are so honored to have Harold Trammell as one of our distinguished and accomplished judges this year. Thank you. Now for the last cheer squad for the night. The Cabarrus County Sparks are representing Cabarrus County Senior Games, performing to a nitty-gritty. Let's give them a big state finals welcome.
1, 2, 3. Our joints are aching, they sizzle like bacon. We can barely see, we can hardly hear, but dang it, y'all, we're here to cheer. One, two, three. We look like good girls, but we're not. We're Cabarrus County Sparks, and we're smoking hot.
Hi, I'm Mary, and my hair is red, and it's all natural, so the label said. I love to shout, I love to cheer. In case you didn't know, I'm 80 this year.
Hi, I'm Mary. I love to dance and cheer. I work out every day of the year, and that is why I'm so fit and feeling good at 73.
Hi, I'm Shirley, and I used to be shy, but now I'm not, and I'll tell you why. I shimmy and shake, but I'm still a lady, and for your info, I am 80.
Cabarrus County Sparks.
That concludes the cheerleading competition, and now we move on to our performing arts acts. We begin our performing arts categories with the comedy drama solo category. From the Orange County Senior Games, Tina Quick is here to perform It's Tough Getting Older. Welcome to the virtual state finals stage.
Have you ever noticed how growing old is a lot like playing whack-a-mole? Oh yeah, you just get one thing taken care of, two more pop up. You just get your teeth done, then you gotta do your bunions and your cataracts. You know, when I was in my 20s, I used to think, when I hit 30, I'm gonna be old. And then when I was in my 40s, I thought, no, I'm good until I'm 60, then I'm gonna be old. Now that I'm in my 60s, those 80-year-olds are looking pretty darn good. The point is, I don't feel old. But that illusion was shattered not long ago when I go to my doctor's office for the annual physical. So I'm sitting in the waiting room, and finally the door pops open and this perky young med tech who looks like she's barely out of high school opens the door, calls my name to take me back to the treatment room. She says, okay, now we're gonna go right down this hall here, all right, sweetie? Oh, whenever someone a third your age calls you honey or sweetie, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Everything about it feels wrong. Well, that's one. So I follow her bouncy little ponytail down the hall. She takes me to the treatment room, takes my temperature and blood pressure. Then she pulls up a chair next to me with my chart and says, now, can you remember all the medications you're taking? Or did you bring me a list today, sweetie? Oh, That's 2. I explain I don't take any medications. She continues, well, have you had your flu shot? Do you feel safe at home? Have you fallen down recently? Have I fallen down recently? The sad thing about it is she makes it sound like I fall down all the time. She just wants to know if I've fallen down recently. Excuse me, do I look like someone who falls down all the time? Thank you. Well, that's 3, and now I'm ticked, so I decided to get a little sassy with her. And I said, you know something? I fall down all the time. Well, her eyes get as big as saucers, and I say, yeah, I play competitive basketball. I compete in the senior games. I am a 3-time national medalist, and I'm always on the floor in those games. What's your grandma do for fun, Chippy? Well, nowadays it seems like we have a pill for just about everything. Wouldn't it be great if we had a pill to help us grow old gracefully? Wait a minute. We do. It's called Valium. Could you imagine a commercial they could do for that? Are you losing your hair, your teeth, your eyebrows? Are you drooling at the corners of your mouth? Do you spit on everyone you talk to? Well then, this pill is for you. Oh, you'll still do all those things, but you really won't notice. You'll still be falling apart, but you just won't care. Valium, a senior's best friend. That's it for me, folks.
Next, from Wayne County Senior Games, welcome Skip Forrester performing her stand-up comedy. Here she is.
I want you to know that I have washed my hands. There's some people who still don't believe in that. Our pastor's young son was told to go wash his hands because there was germs living in all that dirt. And he said, no, all I hear in this house is germs and Jesus, germs and Jesus. I've never seen either one of them. My brother George went to the doctor. He was terribly overweight. The doctor said, I'm going to put you on a diet. Eat regular for 2 days and skip a day. Follow that procedure for 2 weeks. And when you come back, you should have lost about 5 pounds. Well, when George went back to the doctor, they were amazed. He had lost 20 pounds. The doctor said, did you follow my instructions? And George said, yes, I did. And I thought I was going to drop dead on the 3rd day. The doctor said, from what, hunger? He said, no, from skipping. My friend Dinah called me from California. She was all excited about a new supermarket that had opened in her neighborhood. She said it's state-of-the-art and it's designed to make shopping a natural and relaxing experience. She said they have a mist that goes all over the fresh fruit. And just before it comes on, you hear the sound of thunder. And it smells like fresh rain. And when you get to the milk aisle, you hear cows mooing. And it smells like fresh cut hay. And as you get near the eggs, you hear hens clucking. And it smells like bacon and eggs cooking. In the vegetable aisle, it smells like hot buttered corn. I said, well, it sounds just wonderful. She said, well, we don't buy toilet paper there anymore. My cousin Vivian went into the hospital to have her wrinkles removed. And when she woke up, she found that they had given her breast implants. And she said, what in the heck have you done to me? I came here to get the wrinkles removed from my face, and you have given me these huge breasts. And the surgeon said, well, I realize we made a mistake, but try to look at the positive side. Nobody's looking at your wrinkles anymore. Thank you.
I want to introduce you to our first performing arts judge, Walti Rasulullah. Walti was formerly the Public Affairs Director for WRAL TV in Raleigh and an anchor producer of a weekly public affairs program. Walti is the winner of numerous broadcasting awards, including an Emmy, and the North Carolina Radio and TV Directors Award for Outstanding Public Affairs. She is currently Choir Master Emeritus for the Church of the Nativity. Walti is also an accomplished performer. As a vocalist, she has performed with the New York Philharmonic, the Philadelphia Symphony, the Princeton Symphony, and was a concert artist throughout the Northeast, the South, and the Bahamas. She has worked on Broadway, in addition to her work in the television business, and is a member of the North Carolina Senior Games Honorary Board of Directors. Thank you, Walti Rasulullah. Now we move on to the instrumental small group category. From the Mecklenburg Senior Games, Denny Pandemic and the Pro-Vaxxers are here to perform to Fenton Muldoon's Jig. Welcome to the virtual state finals stage. Silver Arts celebrates our creative spirit and encourages seniors to discover, rediscover, and develop their talents and display their art through their local Senior Games program and with you here virtually at state finals. Silver Arts remains an important part of Senior Games in all 51 local games. This year, local games were held virtually and in person, depending on the safety guidelines at the time each local games occurred. Moving on to the instrumental solo category. From the Cherokee Clay County Senior Games and Silver Arts, we will now be entertained by Gail Larson, performing a patriotic medley. Welcome to state finals, Gail.
Hi there, this is my small tribute to America. Bless America.
Next, we have Michael Bentley from the Randolph County Senior Games performing T-Bone Special. The next judge I want to introduce is Karen Edwards. Karen began her study of dance at the Kansas City Conservatory of Music and was a charter member of the Kansas City Civic Ballet Company. She also performed with the USO troupe throughout the Midwest with her father, who was her pianist. After moving to Atlanta, she joined the Southern Ballet and performed as a soloist. She began her teaching career there with the School of the Southern Ballet. She danced with Atlanta's Theater Under the Stars for 3 seasons, performing in 18 musicals. Karen moved to Raleigh in 1963 and was the owner and primary teacher at the Dancer Studio and the artistic director of the Concert Dancers of Raleigh, a regional youth ballet company. She was involved with the International Festival of Raleigh for 30 years, having functioned as the main stage chairman and president of the board of directors of International Focus. In 2005, Karen was awarded the Raleigh Medal of Arts. Karen, having retired from teaching dance in the spring of 2017, now assists with Pilates for Parkinson's disease and dance. Those classes are in Durham. She is also a longtime reader for the North Carolina Reading Service, including recording a weekly program called Modern Maturity. Thank you so much, Karen, for being a Follies judge for us each year. Next is our vocal small group category. From the Lincoln County Senior Games, Jim Gant and Margaret Christopher will perform Our Song. Welcome, Jim and Margaret.
I've spent some time looking for you. my way wasn't easy to do, but I knew there was you all the while, and it's been worth every mile. So lay down beside me, love me and hide me, kiss all the hurt of this world away, and hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. Mornings and evenings all were the same. There was no music till I heard your name, but I knew when I saw you smile, now I can rest for a while. So lay down beside me, love me and hide me, kiss all the hurt of this world away, and hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. And hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away.
Next, we have Age to Perfection from Iredell Senior Games performing Straighten Up and Fly Right.
You better fly right, fly right. Cool down, Papa, better fly right. Come on and fly right, fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. The buzzer took the monkey for a ride in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. The buzzer tried to throw the monkey off his back. The monkey grabbed his neck and said, now listen, Jack. Straighten up and fly right. You better straighten up and do right, Jack. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Ain't no use in jiving, so tell me what's the use in diving? Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. The buzzer told the monkey, you're choking me. Release your hold and I'll set you free. The monkey looked the buzzer dead in the eye and said, your story's touching, but it sounds like a lie. You better straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and do right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa. Don't blow your top. Don't blow your top. You fly so high, but from what I've heard, you ain't nothing but a dirty old bird. Straighten up and fly right, fly right.
I would like to recognize our major sponsors and thank them for their support. Without them, the Silver Arts Follies and Cheer Show and all of state finals would not be possible. Our major sponsors are the North Carolina Division of Aging and Adult Services, Humana, SHIP, Seniors Health Insurance Information Program of the North Carolina Department of Insurance and Rex Healthcare. Now for our vocal solo category. From the Brunswick County Gator Senior Games and Silver Arts, we welcome Alan Nicosia singing Moonglow.
It must have been moonglow way up in the blue. It must have been moonglow that led me straight to you. I still hear you saying, dear one, hold me fast. And I start to pray, oh Lord, please let this last. We seem to float right through the air. Heavenly songs seem to come from everywhere. And now when there's moonglow way up in the blue, I'll always remember that moonglow gave me you. And now when there's moonglow way up in the blue, I'll always remember that moonglow gave me you. That moonglow gave me you. That moonglow gave me you.
Next, we have Orlando Reed from the Greenville-Pitt County Senior Games performing My Soul's Been Anchored in the Lord.
In the Lord, in the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, in the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, in the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. Before I stay in hell one day, my soul is anchored in the Lord. I'll sing and pray myself away. My soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. I'm going to pray and never stop. My soul is anchored in the Lord until I reach the mountaintop. My soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, my soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, in the Lord,
My soul is anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, in the Lord. My soul is anchored in the Lord. God knows my soul is anchored in the Lord.
Now let's enjoy I Believe in Music, sung by Warren Miller, representing the Davidson County Senior Games.
Well, I could just sit around making music all day long. As long as I'm playing my music, can't do nobody no harm. And who knows, maybe one day soon I'll come up with a song. Make people stop all the fussing and fighting long enough to sing along. I believe in music. I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in love. Music is love and love is music, if you know what I mean. People who believe in music are the happiest people I've ever seen. So clap your hands, stomp your feet, and shake your tambourine. Lift your voices to the sky, God loves you when you sing. I believe in music. Oh, I believe in love. I believe in music. Oh, I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in love.
Rounding out the vocal solo category, from the Greater High Point Senior Games, we welcome Debbie Dawson singing Beyond the Cross.
Needing strength for my journey, I knelt at the cross where Jesus once died for me. And I ask, is this a place where hope abides? And this he said to me. Beyond the tomb is it life everlasting. You won't find me there anymore. And beyond the tomb is life everlasting. and I cry, Lord help me see, is there hope here for me? And this I heard him say, beyond the cross is a tomb that is empty. You won't find me there anymore. And beyond the tomb is life everlasting and hope forever. Hope forevermore.
Next is our line dancing large group. We welcome the Lenore County line dancers from the Neuse River Senior Games dancing to Jimmy Lee.
Jimmy, oh yes. Jimmy, Jimmy. Finally rushing on school every morning. Acting crazy, always laughing when I'm mourning. Darling, you need me when I die. Feeling kisses in the hallway for the first bell. You smell so fine. The way you touch me, but I guess you know me so well. You have the number to my heart. But just between you and me, he was the first one. He stole my heart, and he ran like a bandit. I don't understand it. Shivering, this one's for me, and I'll always remember. History, biology, and the magic of the sin. Oh boy, Shivering, what can you do? You saw it and I find you. Would you please explain to me why you left me behind? Yeah. All the endless parts that we got, I see you on some avenue. Someone lands so shake his head the way you used to. Yes, I got myself a loose screw. I grew up in a share of adventure. When I had some fun, but you didn't need to question my intentions. Each guy is just another dream. Between you and me, baby, he was the first one. He stole my heart, and he ran like a bandit. I don't understand it. Shivering, this one's for me, and I love you.
I would like to introduce to you our next judge this evening, Michelle Pearson, a choreographer, dancer, and master teacher working in many communities in North Carolina and abroad. She has been recognized by the North Carolina Arts Council with a choreographic fellowship. She has danced with the Doris Humphrey Repertory Company and the American Dance Ensemble in New York City, and was a national touring member of the Liz Lerman Dance Exchange for many years before moving into the position of artistic associate with the company. Michelle is the artistic director of Raleigh's Black Box Dance Theater. As a leader in the field of healing arts, Michelle was sent by the U.S. State Department on cultural envoys to Sierra Leone and China, and taught neurologist at Harvard Medical School for a semester. She has also danced with combat Marines and their families at Camp Lejeune. She is a William Friday Fellow, and we are so fortunate to have Michelle Pearson as one of our marvelous Follies judges this evening. Thank you, Michelle. Moving on to our solo dance category, we have Laura Wheeler from Cleveland County Senior Games performing Book 'em, Dano. From the Wake County Senior Games, Nancy Doherty will entertain us with Personality. Welcome to the virtual state finals stage.
Over and over, I tried to prove my love to you. Over and over, what more can I do? Over and over, my friend says I'm a fool. But over and over, I'll be a fool for you. 'Cause you've got personality, walk with personality, talk with personality, smile with personality, charm with personality, love with personality, and plus you got a great big heart. So over and over, oh, I'll be a fool for you. Now over and over, what more can I do? 'Cause you've got personality, walk with personality, talk with personality, smile with personality, charm with personality, love with personality, and plus you got a red big heart. So over and over, oh, I'll be a fool for you. Now over and over, what more can I do? Whoa, whoa. over. I said that I love you over and over. Honey, love is the truth. Over and over, they still says I'm a fool. But over and over, I'll be a fool for you. 'Cause you've got personality, walk with personality, talk with personality, smile with personality, charm with personality, love with personality, and plus you got a great big heart. So over and over, well, I'll be a fool for you. Not over and over, what more can I do?
Next, we have Beverly Shirley from the High Country Senior Games dancing to I Feel Good. Now we have Ann Reed from the Albemarle Senior Games performing to Banana Boat.
We're gonna drink our rum. Stop banana, every morning come. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot high. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot high. A beautiful bunch, a ripe banana.
I beat the lead, tractor and slot. 6 foot, 7 up, 8 foot punch. 6 foot, 7 up, 8 foot punch. Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Our next act starts our small group dance category. From the Greater Greensboro Senior Games, let's welcome Joanne and Ken Lommel dancing a jitterbug routine to At the Hop.
Stop spinning, you should so when you're taking at the hop. Do the dance and say sometimes we will dance at the hop. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Baby, let's go to the hop. Oh, baby, let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. If it's swinging, you can groove, you can really stop moving at the hop. Where the jungle is and the music is cool at the hop. All the cats are just getting their wings at the hop. Let's go! Let's go to the hop. 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 Let's go to the hop.
Next is Bobby and Ed from the Four Seasons Senior Games performing to Run Around Sue. Welcome to Ed Skriponic and Bobby Anino.
Story is sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. She took my love, then ran it around. Lived every single guy in town.
Finally, I would like to introduce to you this evening our last judge, Jim Crew. Jim is a composer and pianist. He performs at concerts, festivals, and clubs throughout the Southeast and has received a number of grants and awards for his original jazz compositions. He also creates original music for film, TV, computer games, advertising, and theater, and has been featured in trailers for numerous films, including Toy Story 3 and Pirates of the Caribbean. Recent large-scale projects include original scores for a feature-length Bollywood film, Love, Higher, Whatever. He taught in the Jazz Studies Department at East Carolina University from 2015 to 2019, and now teaches jazz piano, improvisation, and music technology at North Carolina Central University. Welcome, Jim. Our last act is in our large group dance category. From the Cabarrus Senior Games, let's welcome the Broadway Babes to state finals, dancing to The Beat Goes On.
The beat goes on. The beat goes on. Drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-da-da-da-dee. La-da-da-da-da. The Charleston was once the rage. History has turned the page. The miniskirts, the current thing. Teenage Bopper is our newborn king. And the beat goes on. The beat goes on. The drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-da-da-da-dee. La-da-da-da-da. The grocery store, the supermarket. Little girls still break their hearts, and men still keep on marching off to war. Electrically, they keep a baseball score. The beat goes on. The beat goes on. And the beat goes on. Yes, the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. The beat goes on.
Many thanks to our wonderful Follies and cheerleader committee members who imagined a virtual event for the first time last year when none had previously existed. Rita Roy, Karen Petit, Heather Burkhart, and Steve Jones. Karen is from Boone and High Country Senior Games. She is a former member of our NCSG Board of Directors and is on the stage crew for Follies when we are in person. Rita Roy is from the Greenville Pitt Senior Games and part of our performing arts team year-round. Rita is the past chair of our NCSG Board of Directors. Heather Burkhart is the cheerleader show co-chair. Heather worked for many years at the Division of Aging and Adult Services, our grand patron sponsor for all these years, and she is now the executive director for the North Carolina Coalition on Aging. And finally, Steve Jones. On a normal year, you see Steve sitting at the soundboard to provide the music. But this year, Steve was the producer of these Follies. He coordinated and produced all of the video you're watching this evening. A very special Senior Games thank you to you, Steve, for all of the extra work, the expertise that you have shared with us to create this virtual show for all of us this year. I also want to thank our wonderful North Carolina Senior Games staff, Brad, Lynn, Hugh, Lauren, Elle. This has been another trying year because of the pandemic, and you have shown beautifully that why we hired you years ago for some of you, very many years ago for some of you, but we appreciate you. We appreciate what you have done this year in trying circumstances, and we are so proud that you represent us as the Senior Games family. I want to thank you all for joining this show. Stay well. Take care of yourself and those you love. And until we meet again, I want to turn this over to Lynn, who will announce our winners. Be well. Good evening.
Thank you, Beth. Aren't we so fortunate to have her as our MC for the Follies, all these many years in person and the last 2 years virtually. Having her smile and her energy in between the acts really makes it feel like home, especially when we can't gather together. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with us. I'm very proud to join you this evening to share the results of the cheerleader competition and the performing arts competition. This entire show will be posted on our website after the broadcast, so your friends and family who may not have been able to join us this evening can see it with you later. The fitness raffle was a very popular part of virtual state finals last year, and so we brought it back when we had to go virtual this year for state finals. The winners receive a soft North Carolina Senior Games cooler. It's a backpack so that it's very easy to move around and take with you. Participants log their fitness activities and creative activities and then are drawn randomly to become the winners of the coolers. For cheerleaders, the winner is Danita Davis. For the performing arts, the winners are Audrey Nobles and Michael Bentley. Congratulations to all of you. We'll be mailing your coolers later this week. Our cheerleader judges judged these performances by video, the same ones that you just watched, and man, they had a difficult job, didn't they? After spending time reviewing footage, they submitted their results, and the winners of the small group cheerleader competition are, in third place, the Davie Dazzlers from Davie County Senior Games. In second place, Spirit from Albemarle Senior Games. And in first place, Cabarrus County Sparks from Cabarrus County Senior Games. Congratulations to all of you on your participation and on your winnings. Medals will be mailed to the winning individuals later this week as well. Our performing arts judges also returned this year. We are so fortunate to have such skilled professionals volunteering to help us with our performing arts. They miss the opportunity to be all together just like we do, just like you do. So a very special thank you to each of them for reviewing all of the video footage and making their selections remotely. And now we would gather together typically on that big stage and announce the winners together so we can celebrate together. Please know that we're celebrating with you remotely as we announce these winners of the Performing Arts Showcase. And the winners in the Comedy Drama Solo category are, in second place, Skip Forrester from Wayne County Senior Games. First place, Tina Quick from Orange County Senior Games. In the Instrumental Small Group category, first place, Denny Pandemic and the Pro-Vaxxers from Mecklenburg County Senior Games. Instrumental Solo, second place, Gail Larson, Patriotic Melody from Cherokee Clay County Senior Games and Silver Arts. First place, Michael Bentley, T-Bone Special, Randolph County Senior Games. Vocal Small Group, second place, Our Song by Jim and Margaret from Lincoln County Senior Games. First place, Aged to Perfection, Iredell Senior Games. In the Vocal Solo category, third place, Warren Miller, Davidson County Senior Games. Second place, Orlando Reed, Greenville Pitt County Senior Games. And first place, Alan Nicosia from Brunswick County Gator Senior Games and Silver Arts. Line Dancing Large Group, Lenore County Line Dancers from Neuse River Senior Games received first place. Dance Solo, third place, Laura Wheeler from Cleveland County Senior Games. Second place, Beverly Shirley from High Country Senior Games. And first place, Nancy Dougherty from Wake County Senior Games. Congratulations. Dance Small Group, second place, Bobby and Ed, Four Seasons Senior Games. First place, Joanne and Ken, Greater Greensboro Senior Games. And finally, our large dance category, Broadway Babes from Cabarrus County Senior Games. First place. Congratulations to all of you. We'll be mailing your medals to you at the first of next week. Thank you all for joining us for this evening's performances. What a wonderful opportunity to gather together as we close 2021 Virtual State Finals. A very special thank you to Steve Jones for producing this amazing show and all that he has done to make this performance so successful. Thank you, Steve, for your time and your talents in making us all have such a wonderful evening. For all of you, keep dancing, singing, creating, and supporting each other until we meet again at your local games in the spring. Now, please join me in thanking our entire production team of Virtual State Finals with this short video, after which the Facebook Live event will end and we will remain on Zoom so that you can visit with each other if you'd like to. Until we see you again, stay safe, be well.